Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. I am Ranita, the Ecliptic Spiritualist and Ecliptic Spiritualist Experience here over in this channel and our Ecliptic Spiritualist 7 at blogspot.com. So I want to bring to you this channel message from the divine that was given me way in the middle of the night. By the divine, the creator, which is the summer soulless spiritual awakening. The title of this message is the summer soulless spiritual awakening. All right. Now, this is for this spirit tribe over in this channel and those that are sent. No one by coincidence clicking this channel. This message is for you. So let's dive right in. The summer solstice is the first day of summer, okay? And it is the day of the year which the night is the shortest. So you will feel this the next day a little like you've not rest a little bit. It marks the first summer day of 2019 in the northern hemisphere, okay? The summer solstice title for us is spiritual awakening. As we enter the summer of 2019, are you planning to work on your spirituality or not? That's the question that the divine wants to say. Are you planning to work on your spirituality or not? Well, the answer for this tribe here is yes. So the divine is saying to please prepare during the summer with your spirituality and your spiritual awakening so that you are ready for the harvest in fall. Okay, why and most natural behaviors, the why and the most natural behavior for the summer in the northern hemisphere and in other hemispheres we're on a flip-flop because southern is on winter. We'll be starting winter, but most people's natural behavior in the summer, which has been created to do this, is we have learned to work less, no schedules, and relax during summer. However, that behavior is not needed for your spirituality and your spiritual awakening of 2019, the summer solstice. So it's to be prepared and get planned for your working on your spiritual awakening, your spirituality. I am channeling this message so it was given. All right. So the spiritual awakening you are having, you must do the following. Okay. You might want to take notes. Click closed caption, and then you can see everything in writing. You can take it and journal it and write it down. All right. So you want to be busy so you are ready for harvest time in the fall of 2019. So come to a couple of cues that the divine brought to us, the creator, the source is saying, prepare and plan. Prepare and plan your spiritual journey. Take time each day to meditate for the harvest time. The number 2 is work now. Work now. Even as it is summer on your spirituality, as it is mostly daylight, okay? Since it is mostly daylight, you will have more energy, all right? So you can do more research, ask some questions about your direction, your spirituality. So the more daylight time that you will have more energy and more of that surge to do more work. So you do want to use this energy to do more research, to take time in yourself. Ask some questions about what your direction is in your spirituality. So you are powered up before winter and stored up with your spirituality. Number 3 is to work twice as hard on your spirituality during this summer season of 2019. Allocate time to set it aside so that you are stored up for winter 2019. Okay. Where when you hit the winter season, your physical body wants to hibernate. So with the colder days, that may give you less motivation. So this summer boost and surge and shift will give you more energy because you have more daylight and your body communes with the daylight season where you will feel that urgency, okay, and that balance. One other thing too that is very important is along with your schedule shifting for the summer, because most people go on vacation times and do different things, it is very important, even if your work schedule is still very hectic. It is time for your spirituality awakening to shift your job aspect in time, or make the time to shift so you are allocating this proper time. The spirituality is arming yourself. You want to arm yourself as a person with building your spirituality awakening, working with this energy, with your spirituality awakening as a person, safeguarding your perimeters. You are on high alert now for the future. So right now, with working with this summer energy, and the divine is saying, working with your spiritual awakening, you are on high alert. You're like someone that is in the army. Okay, so that means that you need to be prepared, safeguarding your perimeters, that you are on high alert. You've been called to high alert, so that way when the season shift for the harvest time for 2019, you're shifting properly, and you have invested your time and your spirit with your spiritual awakening, so that you are elevating yourself with this energy, and you're setting yourself up for the future with your spiritual awakening. Okay, 5, the number 5th one, most of all, is that the divine states, be consistent working on your spiritual path. Far as making planning, we back to the planning, provision, and investing into your spiritual awakening. Okay, the divine is also saying, advising you to put on speed. Flow with more of this daylight. Flow with the speed, not just shut down and just, oh, we could just relax. You can't relax. You're on a spiritual awakening. So you have to go with this daylight speed that you're going to have even more to increase your time. Okay. Store up this season. Store up. That means bank it. Invest into your spiritual. Invest, learn your metaphysical part. Learn, take the classes, learn, come to the web, come to this channel for readings each day. Go and get into the readings. Do the work. Google where, listen to your inner spirit on your spiritual awakening, what area that you should focus on. Then look it up and digest this information. You will get a higher frequency of download into your information. At one point, you were slower to understand things. Now, because you are doing this spiritual connection, things will download into your crown chakra at a speed, and into your brain. You will get that surge of downloading of speed. So you want to make sure that you're storing up this information. Planning and prepping for the present and the future is totally in mind. You're seeding your spirituality and prepping for the harvest time of 2019, which will be another equinox, which will be in the fall, falling into October. So this is this summer solstice spiritual awakening message that the divine wanted me to share of this importance. So I know that you that are on this spiritual awakening, those that are awake, those that know that they're awake, those that are here at this channel, but not just here for just one time, but they're getting these messages and they know that they're flowing, whether if they come through every day or not, and you understand you are spiritually connected to this particular channel, so that you can grow in your spirituality and your awakening, so that you are storing up. The divine gave me a illustration and took me to the ants. If you watch the ants right now, what are they doing? The ants are preparing. We don't see the ants all year long, do we? We see them in masses now. They are in masses. You see them making ant holes and hills and everything. Why? Because they are a perfect example of way we should be acting in this spiritual awakening, moving and storing up, getting into those archives and making those grooves and setting up and storing and storing. When you look at an ant, they're moving at a fast speed for the summer. Why? Because they're planning for harvest time. They're planning for the fall, because when things slow down, you have something to work with, because you have deposited in your spirit that you're working like an ant. And that is where you should be monitoring and planning and prepping yourself for the present and for the future, and stirring up like an ant. Because at this time, you don't want to not store, you want to store up like an ant so that you can not eat like an elephant. It will be too late if you are planning to do your spiritual awakening in the harvest in the fall. Why? Seed time, harvest time. Summer is seeding into your spirituality. Harvest will show up because of your spiritual awakening in the fall. This is a channeled message that came through very early this morning at 3 a.m. on June the 20th. And as I was listening, I started writing it down, because the divine wanted me to convey how important this message is to those that are on the spiritual awakening time. So please listen to this message as much as you can over and over again. Click the closed caption. There you can see it in writing. Write this down. Mull it over. Take time to read it. If need be, sit up. Fast for a few hours. Shut off the food. Shut off the water, so your spirit can absorb what is being said. And then when you do that, you will be able to really digest and be able to understand the planning and the provision and investment that you need to make in your spiritual awakening right now. So I love you for watching. Make sure that you do these things. This is for you and me. Okay, so have a great and magical, productive summer solstice spiritual awakening. Stay inspired, stay planning, make provision, act as a militant, and move forward, and act as the ant and store up and be ready for this important shift and season of spiritual awakening in your life. I will see you next time. Have a great and productive summer solstice. Namaste.